Welcome everyone. Hello, hello. Originally I was going to take a moment and take a break, but since I'm already here, I might as well jump into it. We are going to start working on the Jubang. For those who recall, the Jubang are our version, or our fellas, who are like dwarf cats, basically. So with that in mind, we're going to kind of mess around, and actually, in fact, I think one of the things I'm going to do, I'm just going to bring the Google Translate over here so we can just, see what we're looking at. So, we need to grab a few things from the Goyang first. First off, they're going to share the same diseases, regardless, and they're also going to share the same wars. They're not going to have much of a difference between the two of them. So we can actually come into the Jubang and rewrite this. Oops, Control Z. Meant to do the whole thing. There we go. Do that. And we can do the War of the Blackened as well, because again, they're not going to have much of a major difference here, which is nice. For events and holidays, we're going to have something similar. So we're just going to pretty much kind of keep a good chunk of this. And there is a reason why we're going to have two separate pages. Don't worry. You're going to get to see momentarily what's going on. We just want to kind of get some of the basics put in here. Because these guys are going to be very similar in many ways. So that's going to kind of add to that whole factor. We're going to have the same kind of diseases. Oops, not what I meant to do. Oop. Where's my reset to 100? Thank you. Alright, so we're going to grab those, and we're going to go into the known diseases. Oops, I guess we accidentally copied that. There we go. Alright. Notable other characters to add later will be Rashaz, the Squid Born. Or, we'll call him the Darkborn. And, you'll see why later. I don't remember what his clan was off the top of my head. And then we want Dibus. Let's also the what would be a good nickname for Dibus? I surprisingly will go to my D&D Beyond here. Can't remember what Dibus was. Actually, why am I going to that? We have an NPC file. And he should be in Rejected Potential. Surviving members. Is Dibus in here? No. So, oops. He must be... No. Did I not keep his character sheet? Huh. Interesting. So let's go into here then. Dibus. Here he is. Alright, let's grab Dibus Jr. or Dibus overall, because I don't have Dibus Jr.'s character sheet. So he was a fighter. Oh, yes. And what color was his fur? Oh, we didn't even write that in. Yeah, okay. Well, unfortunate. Because he would have been... Well, if he was a noble leadership, then he's orange. Yeah. Yeah. We'll call him that. And he would have been clanless at the time. So we're going to go with... What would be a good name for a noble? Gongwihan Leadership?
고귀한 리더십.
Not at all. Obviously, we can tell how good my Korean was. I kind of actually just think noble's enough. The clan of noble, basically. Gongwihan. Okay. Gongwihan. Okay. We'll come back to them later. They will get noted, though. We'll do heading 5 and do the same thing here for this guy. They will probably get their character stuff later on when we have more information about them. Okay. Today we know them as the Demons of the Strait. Yeah, okay, so we're going to come back up here. So for general info, so first off, I'm going to remove a lot of this because we don't need most of that. General info. The Jubang are a warrior sect of the Goyang race, who are known for their smaller stature and faster reflexes. The Jubang were once thought of as imps of the demonic Goyang, and who specialized in trickery and conquest. However, trickery and manipulation. However, it would later be found out that the Goyang, who specialized in the more dexterous arts of combat, were actually the weaker of the two races, as the Jubang are noted to have a stronger muscle mass overall and better or higher. What's it called? What is testosterone and estrogen called? They are hormones. Higher hormone output, which would prove to increase their strength further. Okay. We don't have any city info on them. So I'm going to put a note here. The Jubang do not actually rule any cities that are known to the champions of Pyrrhus. The reason for this is both due to their lack in understanding of economics and disregard of those outside of their main clan. Thus, similar in style to a clan system in which each clan is loyal to their clan leader, then the clan leaders are loyal to the rulers of the Goyang. However, it is not uncommon for large portions of the southern portion of the Goyang kingdom to be fully under the control of, last counted, over 100 different clans of Jubang. Alright. A lot of misspellings here, but yeah, I like the idea of making them fully under the control of over 100 different clans. Them similar to a king, like the Kingdom of the Scots, overall. So heading, wait, is this heading 6? Yeah. Heading 6, please. There we go. Perfect. Technology periods. Do they have any inventions that I can think of? No, the Jubang wouldn't have anything really that I can think of that would be important enough for them as a race, so we'll remove that for the time being. Hierarchy. So we have clan mothers, clan elders. And then let's see. Until young as seen. So clan usually reside in the capital of the Fel's territory in order to facilitate peacekeeping and coordination. Yeah. And then clan leaders And we'll actually come up with the names for them here momentarily. First off, all of this is going to be Ariel. And we're also going to, that should fix it. Pretty much all of what I needed. This is heading 5. Let's do heading 5. Perfect. And we need to come up with their actual names momentarily. But for now, also anywhere in here, you see Fellis. Replace it with Jubang. Match casing. Replace all. Oh, oops. Okay, well, that was... Except for the top port. Because we're actually going to still keep this as this. Just for the time being. We'll eventually remove it when we go into the final copy of the book. Because the Fellis is actually based on a D&D race I found online, so we're kind of customizing to make our own version, which is slightly different. Clan leaders. Okay. Let's see. First off, do we have anything for military amongst you? I don't think we do, but... there's war. Wait, what is military after? Military is before, so there's nothing to note for the military, the Jubang. Actually, we will note this. Note. Though no special organization or generally recorded listings of military rankings are found, what is unique about the Jubang and the Goyang Kingdom is the fact that each clan has its own military force that, while does join in hand with the main military of the kingdom, they are technically under no obligation to do so if their clan leader or elders do not wish to fight. Thus, each clan should be looked upon as an independent nation or vassal city-state. Alright, that will be heading 5. Hey, we finished up military. We also don't have to do much. We don't have to do anything with the wars that we're in because we're not going to be changing that. Diseases are going to be identical. We've pretty much done everything else. We haven't done the notable characters, but we'll have character sheets for them, and we just need to do the founding afterwards. So the nice thing about that is we're almost already finished with the Goyang, which is kind of why I wanted to work on it today. So let's, well, I'm just down here and thinking about it. I'm actually going to work on the founding because I kind of want to get the idea here of what I'm thinking here. I know it doesn't sound like it makes sense, but the idea here is that we want the founding to kind of represent what they are culturally. Deems instruct, however, what is the artifacts and dig sets gained through many years that the clans known as the Jubang are more of accurate appearance to their ancestors to the beginning of their 9 clans of the Fellis, the Jubang, the Stormites, the Striped Fang, the Saphirites, the Bebfits, and and this will actually be replaced with Jubang. Jubang, the Storm, Longstars, Quay, the Foot, and the Sneffs. Okay. We'll rechange that to Jubang, and let's actually make sure there's no more of that. Okay, it is only that. Alright. This will be one of the last of them, so we know, okay. Actually, the rate, here, we'll do this. Nope, give me a minute, let me refix that. Boop, 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 boop. D. The race known simply as the Jubang. In many history books today, we know the demons of the striped fang. All right, and also that's Ariel? Okay. What is worth noting about this race's original founding, outside of their direct appearance and link to the first of the Goyang. I think we mentioned that they're the Tigraxes. What is worth noting about this race's original founding, outside the direct appearance and link to the first Goyang, is that they are noted to have been the backbone of the Goyang society, and historically were noted in the Age of Chaos as one of the most predominant forces used when fighting against Stone the Corrupt. In fact, many believe that the reason the race in modern times no longer facilitates as the, that's not correctly spelt. There we go. In fact, many believe that the reason the race in modern times no longer facilitates as the warrior, or as the vanguard of the Goyang, is due to the placement of Dibis and Dibis Jr. on the throne of the Goyang, as originally it is stated the Jubang were granted very little intelligence, naturally, depending on their fur color, as the fur of a Jubang would determine its overall job and life. And positioning in life is better, probably. And positioning in life. Okay. I don't like that these are so spread apart. It's not because of that. Okay. Can I remove spacing after? There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna remove this here because I have nothing here to be sorted. So the race known simply as Jubang. In many history books today, we know them as the demons of the striped fang. However, what is actually true, according to the artifacts at dig site gained through many years, is that the clans known as the Jubang are more of an accurate appearance of their ancestors. God, see at the beginning there were 9 clans of the Jubang. The Jubang, the Stormites, the Shrikefangs, the Saphirites, the Bebfits, the Longstriders, the Aquay, the Foot, and lastly the Snells. What is worth noting about this race's original founding, outside of the direct appearance and link to the first Goyang, they are noted to have been the backbone of Goyang society, and historically were noted in the Age of Chaos as one of the most predominant forces used when fighting against Stone the Corrupt. In fact, many believe that the reason the race in modern times no longer facilitates the vanguard of the Goyang is due to the placement of Dibis and Dibis Jr. on the throne of the Goyang. As originally it is stated that the Jubang were granted very little intelligence, really depending on their fur color, as the fur of a Jubang would determine its overall job and positioning in life. And neither Dibis or Dibis Jr. were ever credited as among the leadership of the Jubang, and thus are considered shunned from the Jubang clans. The race, though, would... this kind of basically explains their overall founding, and where they end up, like how they get founded. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Let's continue with that. I'm gonna keep it kind of simple and small. Though for the race's creation by the forgotten gods, most believe they were created to work alongside the Goyang, who made, or who would eventually split into two different subspecies of their own, and that the lost history of why the Goyang and Jubang were created as such opposites was lost and never recovered from the Tigraxes, who are rumored to have stolen the information during the Age of Chaos. Alright, we'll leave it at that for right now. Not worried about anatomy, so none of that needs to be worked up. We're pretty much good on all the events and holidays because they're going to be identical in almost all parts. We're not going to have any royals of note. So yeah, this is going to be more of a noting situation because all these. The Jubang do not actually, or do not recognize any king of their own species, and are said to overall, I'm not as happy with this. Jubang do not recognize any king of their own species, and are said to overall, no. We gotta rechange this. We gotta change this up. The Jubang do not have, and have never recognized, a single member of their species as rulers of multiple clans. This is believed to be due to the genetic disposition to serve the Goyang and seek a life of battle and strength above all else. Thus, even those in modern times are ill recognized as a or as true nobility. So that'll kind of toad over that, because it's true, they wouldn't have anything. Clan leaders, and then we'll have to do the different furs for the fellas, which means I have to go into my creations. There's something I will eventually need to fix in this. Alright. So this is the subspecies, actually something I can do right now. I'm just curious if I can do this. Okay, so they are treated as subspecies. Perfect. Alright. Let's go back to my creations. And let's look at the fellas. So we've got Arcane, Adept, Common, Blood. Okay, we got a couple we have to write about. That's what's going to take the longest. Okay, give me one moment to put these on a side thing so I can write them down as we go. And then, so Arcane, Adept, Common, Blood, Fiery Nature, Good Fortune, Hunter's Sense, Knight, Stalker, Noble, Leadership, and Unlucky. Okay. We will keep those because we're going to need those eventually for the translation. Clan leaders. Those amongst the clan that are recognized as the strongest warrior and who has been on the has survived the most battlefield encounters via proof of bringing back the toes. Yes, the toes of those they kill. Basically, outside of combat, though, the clan leader is rarely considered an actual power of the clan and is typically allowed to leave or come and go as they please, due to the rarity of war amongst the Jubang clans. Alright. Here we go. So these are the different types of clan. We're gonna wait, what are these? Heading 5. We're gonna put these as heading 6 to kind of give them a little bit different here. Each actually we'll do a something. We'll do something. Well, we got hierarchy. We'll call it the furs. And the reason we're going to call it that is, and I'll put a note in here. There we go. Depending on the fur one is born with, a Jubang's life can change, or Jubang's life will be defined, depending on the fur one is born with, a Jubang's life will be defined. Thus, this plays a major portion of their culture and understanding of each other's rankings. Okay, so we're gonna kind of come in here for a little bit, and these are gonna all be heading 6. So that way we can get that kind of in there. This is why I said we were going to be doing a little bit of work here. And we're going to basically kind of set these up overall to make sense. Night Stalkers. And this is definitely where this document's going to get a little bit on the longer side of things. Heading 6, and boom. And then lastly, we've got the unlucky. Perfect. Alright, let me grab their fur colors real quick. Not what I wanted. Oh, we gotta come back for the next episode. Alright, well, see you there.